Buenos dias, Gunners Collective TV. Back at it? You already know. Like a motherfucking smack addict. Bye up. Bye up. And in Menudo style, in a direct fashion, we're going to get straight into the content of the day. But before we do, let's hit that like and subscribe button. Ding. Put your notification bell on all. So that way you're directed in the direction of the dope content I am kicking. And I highly appreciate all the support, man. We're going up on this channel and it's all because of you. And for that, I can say I'm very humbled, first and foremost. And secondly, man, I'm very appreciative. I couldn't do it without you. So I've been asked for several weeks now to do a reaction video on the fresh and fit notorious debacle. You know, where Wes Watson, his hair plugs went on sizzle and he went crazy, right? And this is a perfect example of what I've been telling people when it concerns Wes Watson. So I felt that if for no other reason, I've never watched this whole video. You know, I've watched I was about to say pisses. I want to piss on his fucking head like an R. Kelly song, right? I've watched pieces and parts of this video, shorts, things that people have made. And I can tell you right now, several reaction videos, that this guy right here is very challenged when it comes to dealing with individuals, with dealing with people. He's not a people person. Okay. He's a him person and a himself person. His narcissistic behaviors are off the charts. They're different. You know, when dealing with these type of people incarcerated in prison or even outside of prison on the streets, man, you need to totally understand with what you're dealing with. You're not dealing with a real man. You're dealing with a facade of a man, a caricature, a character, someone who has made himself believe his own lies, someone who has made himself believe that his shit don't stink. Basically, what he's become his own god. What he says goes. And with Wes Watson, man, I could point out all the variant differences from himself to a regular average man, hardworking man that strives for whatever he can get, man, works hard for it, rather than someone that was, albeit worked hard at manipulating people out of their pockets. He positioned himself to be on panels and things of that nature. And so we're going to react together and just see how the frivolousness of the way he lives and what he truly believes, man. And this, at this point, how he truly believes he's here when other people are there. You know, so let's get to it, man. Straight up, first and foremost, I said it's been asked for. I produced. Here it is, the fresh and fit fucking debacle with Wes Watson. Trip out with me.
Get up and buy that watch and then make $1,000,000.
Okay, shut this fat faggot up real quick.
Okay.
Did he just say that? So before we even get into it, right? I thought we were getting into it. We're going to get into it right from the gate. As you can see right there, the guy's laughing at him. He views Wes Watson as a car salesman, someone out there trying to sell snake oil, right? Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. You know, the type of person that travels from town to town, tent to tent, in a tent, trying to slang whatever doesn't work. You know, he's like the father, the inventor from the movie Gremlins. Nothing seems to work out. But in Wes's case, it did. You could tell by the Louis Vuitton painted on pants and the fucking "We Are Family" t-shirt. So we're going to get into it, man. This guy seems to be baiting Wes right from the gate, and Wes decided to go homophobic on him. We'll see how that works out for his career.
I wasn't gonna go
We're on Rumble
Fat
now.
Boy, but check it out.
We're definitely
You
on Rumble
guys,
now.
we don't have an education issue. We have an application issue. Everything is very easy to do. You have to sit down in the morning. Your conscience is the authentic voice of God. If you look in the mirror and you got tits like Fat Boy,
Oh, wait. You could tell right from the gate that roid injection shit is fucking up his voice. He has frog voice. Puro sapo. I owe you one, right? Hey, what's my little brother doing up in that tree? He has a sapo voice. That's what comes with, you know, using various things to expand your muscles. You know, his voice is changing compared to what Wes once was. His demeanor, his calm, his coolness, it is now extended over to a different realm. He is now basically on his Kermit shit. So he's gonna go in on this guy because it makes Wes feel good about himself. I believe. I believe Wes feels like, you know, this guy's not a challenge. This guy doesn't pose a threat to him, so he'll easily manipulate this guy or try to pressure him or punk him, basically, That's an old snake oil tactic. That's an old convict tactic. If you see somebody, man, that you feel you can extort, pressure, push up on, that's what Wes does. He lives, he's a movie character, basically. What he does to people, man, instead of having a civilized conversation. Now, albeit from what I've seen right now, and look at the brother right there with all that bling on. He's like, man, I got too much money to be on this panel with this motherfucking bullshit, right? The guy in the suit is looking at Wes like, damn, man, I can see the vein popping off out of his earlobe, right? And real talk, Wes, it would be intimidating because of the tattoos and the size to the average person. But I think that this guy, he met up with his match. Now, albeit the guy's not in shape. The guy doesn't, he has a dad bod. He doesn't have the fucking the Wes Watson veins popping out of his off his scrotum sack. He doesn't have none of that, right? He hasn't stuck fucking 5 pounds of paperwork up his asshole. But what he does have is smarts. And if he could easily get you out of your character within the first 5 seconds, then you've already lost, Wes.
Then in the mirror, your conscience is telling you, God damn, you should probably do something about that and maybe not read your 19th fucking book. So as you wake up, your conscience is telling you to make a move to do something. When you guys wake up tomorrow, what will it be? Maybe drop the drink. Maybe go work out. Maybe be.
And now the manipulation starts. So after he's like clay in his hands, after he's tore you down, ridiculed you, talked shit to you, called you homophobic names, derogatory names, then in true West quality, he's gonna tell you, he's gonna try to inspire you and build you up. He's already fucked your self-esteem up. See, what he's done is he's been pimped to a hoe. He's already maintained his dominance over you. Basically, let you know no matter what you do, whether it's stop drinking, stop smoking, or whatever you fucking do, whatever you choose to do, this old fucking weirdo right here is always gonna be more than you. That's what Wes does. That's what I take from this. He makes sure that you're put in your place. And why? Because he's an ex-convict who did 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't know how many years he's done. He's been on this yard and that yard. He's been on the level 6 fucking dorm in the gymnasium, the level 4 180 gymnasium, or whatever other fucking bullshit fabricated story he wants to tell you. Whatever the case may be, man, Wes Watson is applying pressure and he's smart. He's very manipulative. He does it smooth. He tells you what you want to hear after he tells you what you're gonna hear. Real talk. This dude's a G. He's got my vote.
Be better to the people around you. I mean, I've helped and saved more lives than most people could ever fathom, literally, from a very simple process because prison has a way of programming that makes you mentally strong. And when you look at a man, if he possesses a fucking frame like that, he's so goddamn mentally weak and lies to himself.
So, just because you don't have muscles and you weren't gifted or born with a certain frame, does that mean you're weak or challenged? Bill Gates doesn't have muscles. He's one of the richest persons in the world. Warren Buffett doesn't have muscles. He's one of the richest men in the world. Just because you don't display those characteristics or that isn't your priority. See, everyone has different priorities in life. Some people, it's them, they work on themselves. Some people, it's their family. Some people, it's their job. Whatever you ingrain yourself into, just because you don't have muscles doesn't mean you're not a man. See, that's the way Wes equates being a man is the bigger you are. The bigger you are, the more physically fit you are, then you are a man. He said, read your 19th book. What's wrong with reading books? I know real gangsters, real convicts, people that have been in prison that Wes have really been in the SHU program. Understand that you're told even before physically being a specimen or take pride, and you're told to take pride in your physical appearance, so you do work out as a prison gang member or anything like that, you understand them rules and regulations and them procedures, the politics. But even more so, you're told to educate your mind. Look into philosophy, ethics, business. You know, hey, saturate your mind with what can help you, not fucking muscle fitness and how you're gonna get bigger. Hey, the bigger they are, the slower they are. Up here and right here. Come on now, Wes. You fucking with a scholar.
So fucking much. He needs to prescribe to my way of thinking that love ain't lies. It's not. And no man could look himself in the mirror and say he's proud of that shit. So, I mean,
Why would you prescribe? Isn't that subscribe? Maybe I'm wrong.
The whole point is to really listen to your conscience and have it guide you to the areas that you need to change. I've been getting up at 2:45 for 16 years. I got up at 2:45 for 16 years straight.
Bullshit. You know damn well when you were in prison in them dorms, you weren't getting up at no 2:45. Ain't no one up at 2:45. Let me tell you what would have happened 10 years ago with Wes Watson in a level 2 dorm getting up at 2:45. This is exactly what you'd hear. You ready? Get your fucking ass back on your bunk, stupid. That's exactly what the cops would tell him. And you look at most of those COs are going to be just like that guy on that panel, fat, out of shape, and sloppy. But guess what? Get on your fucking bunk, muscle face. That's what he would have heard. So that's a lie. We debunked that right from the top. Or he could have got up at 2:45 and sat there and read a Louis L'Amour book or jacked off to a Jackie Collins book.
Have never missed because I knew I had to be mentally strong to be the leader I needed to be when I came out. So I came out and I showed everyone what worked for me in prison to get.
He didn't do that. He didn't have a plan. What he did was he happened to meet a guy on YouTube named Big Herc who gave him a few interviews just trying to get some views. He figured, hey, this is a big white guy, tattoos, looks the part. Maybe he could play the part. I give him an interview. And it took off because everybody loves to see, or they have a perception that every ex-convict is big, all tatted down. And he's seen that. And like the snake oil weirdo he jumped on that, and then he kept yelling and screaming and talking about ramming things in his asshole, and he got on. And people honestly believe, and they equated the turmoil and the strife and the struggle that he went through in prison to how he came up and how that made him mentally strong. But in the end, he's a liar and a fucking fat mouth. That has nothing to do with it. Your mind is what makes you strong, not your body.
Through my hardest days, the hardest fucking days of my life. I started my time at 25 years old and got out at 35. There was a million thoughts that went through my mind that there's no fucking way I'm going to be successful again. But I didn't care about that. I really just fought.
Again, how are you going to be successful again if you went to prison for selling weed? So basically, you're saying you were a successful weed salesman on the streets. That's what you're saying. Okay. I don't want to get it twisted. That's like me saying, I was a gang member when I went to prison several times. So that's like me saying, man, I'm going to be successful again. I wasn't successful at life. I was failing in life. That's why you go to prison, because you are failing in life, Wes. You're failing in life. So you go to prison to get your shit together. Some people do, some people don't. Some people get out and just get straight to the religion and straight to work and doing what benefits them, raising a family, learning about their environment, learning delayed gratification skills to obtain the things they want in life, learning social thinking skills, learning them avenues and them traits that they so desperately need to become successful in life. Hey, there's never an end date on when success stops. You could be successful on the last day of life. Hey, you're successful if you've made it. If you breathe another day, that day prior was a successful day. What Wes is basically saying is he needed to be successful again. If he could do it, anyone could do it. He's absolutely right. Anyone can. But we don't have to talk about slamming shit into our assholes, slamming things into our veins, and talking shit to other people to do it. Bang,
Through
bang.
all the pain of what I knew I could be, what I knew I could do, and I really listened to what I had to be. So I was drawn to creating this individual that I admire. And regardless of, look it.
Did you guys catch that? Creating. He created, not an individual he admired. Yeah, a character he admired. A character that not only he admired, but could snake you guys into believing that he was something he says he is, but he truly isn't. His whole lifestyle is predicated on lies and being a manipulator. And there's going to be people, oh, you hate on him. I don't hate on him. I'm just keeping it real. If you don't like it, go fucking find Bigfoot or go find P. Diddy like Wes did.
If that's what he admires, good. I want you guys to do this and know this is your purpose, to create the man you admire in every way and give that person to the world. So if you create the individual that you unbiasedly admire, you can step in the mirror and say men are supposed to wear bras. If that's what you really believe, then you can do that. But I believe that.
What the fuck does that mean? Men can wear bras. I have no idea what that means, Wes. Hey, one Diddy party too many. Take that. Take that.
The man I admire is who's standing in front of you. Someone who's ripped, someone who's rich, and someone who has rare habits that built them into a real leader in a world full of fucking pussies who are so mentally weak.
Wow. In a world full of pussies that are mentally weak. He's ripped rich. What does rich have to do with anything? You could be rich in life, rich in God, rich in your soul. Money isn't everything. Oh, creature comforts are great. Believe me. You know, without all that money in them tight ass pants, he won't get those men that he wants to look at him, look at him. He preys on the weak and the vulnerable, not the physically weak, but the mentally challenged, the people that look to him and believe his snake oil tactics and his bullshit and believe that, hey, they could once, maybe they could become something like him. You don't want to be nothing like this guy. Yeah, ripped and rich, man, that sounds good, right? But there's a price to pay for all that.
They just side with themselves all day instead of what would really benefit themselves. No video games benefit fucking kids. But anyways, you guys, if that's who you admire, who's looking at you in the mirror, run with that. But if you step in the mirror and your heart, which is God speaking to you, tells you to make changes, make them. Well and that's it. That's what I want you to do. Like, your conscience is the authentic voice of God. And I teach.
He lucked into that one right there. And as soon as that brother right there said, I agree, that's good one. He see how he elaborated on it? Wes is good at ad-libbing. He's a freestyler. He freestyles. None of this shit is pre-planned. He doesn't pre-market. He just says whatever that's off the tippy top of his mind. Is he talented? Absolutely. Is he educated? Absolutely. But he's not educated in the ways you think. He's educated in how to manipulate you. And as soon as he lucks into something, believe me, I know. I'm a freestyler as well. I freestyle in comedy. I could come right off the top of my dome with one-liners, right? But I'm not trying to manipulate you. I'm trying to make you laugh with me. I'm not trying to laugh at you. I'm trying to laugh with you. Whereas this guy is trying to take every fucking penny you have in your pocket and then laugh at you.
Everyone about conscience congruency, living in congruence with your conscience. And
That's
that
a new
means
word.
that everything you're being called to do, no matter how difficult it is, you do it. That's it. So what the fuck changes do you have to make? You got to make them.
Carlos?
I got $55,000 worth of recurring revenue that I make every day if I sit on my fucking thumb and just sit on my ass and
Wait up. Sit on his fucking thumb? Let's talk about that. Wes, who sits on their thumb? There ain't $55,000 a week in the world you can give me to sit on my fucking thumb. But I guess he likes cramming shit up his asshole, man. No diddy, right? That man said, I make $55,000 a day sitting on my thumb. Well, shit, that ain't social. I guess it is. That's OnlyFans. So right there, man, it's put out there in black and white. If you want to go see Wes Watson sit on his thumb, you know, tap in. I'm sure he'll hook you up. After he yells at you, spits on you, talks about how he had it harder because he had to cram knives in his ass. Then he's gonna go sit on his thumb. So I guess that goes in one of his packages. Wow, that fool. He said that. He's wild.
fucking play with my balls playing video games.
He wants to play with his balls while playing video games. This man says, I will sit on my thumb, play with my balls, and play video games. Go ahead, hurry up, man. The packages are flying off the shelves right now. Go ahead and get that. Get that.
I make $55,000 a day no matter what the fuck I do. Oh wait, I was supposed to say F-bomb anymore. So no matter what, 55 grand a day. But I still get up to show everyone how to live. I still get up to help everyone. I still make it.
Not once has he got up at 2:45 in the morning to show me how to live. I've watched plenty of his videos, and by now I know that any man could stick anything in their ass. I've learned that. I've also learned along the way that he's never been to any of these places that he says he's been to. I've also learned that every woman he gets involved with, it's a toxic relationship, and they always come crying to social media about he's beating on them. I've also learned that he'll take $20,000 from your bank account, not answer your phone calls, spit at you, and talk about fucking beating up your family and beating up your wife and kids, and don't call him anymore because you didn't follow his guidance plan in life. That's what I've learned, and I've also learned he likes to sit on his thumb. It's crazy.
A gang of content every day. Because I remember when I was that dude on the prison cell floor and I needed a message to get my ass up. I needed something to motivate
What the fuck was he doing on the prison cell floor? I hope you were doing push-ups.
me. And the thing was, is the people who need help, that really need help, are the old me. The dude who will smoke you for some rims on his car. The dude who will seriously take your life to get the stuff he wants.
See, I know you, Wes. Or I know someone who knows you. You ain't smoking nothing but scante. You ain't smoking no one for the rims on their car. In fact, when you had your Range Rover, or was it an Escalade? 1 week it was Escalade, the next week it was a white Range Rover. Whatever the case may be. When you had your car, which you did on rims, slowly but surely as you started dipping into that bag, oh yeah, the homie from San Diego told me. As you started to dip into that bag, guess what happened? You didn't smoke no one for the rims. You smoked your rims.
That's the person who needs to relate to someone like me. You don't need to circle jerk a bunch of woke folks who are like, it's not about money. You're not helping Karen by saving 17 other Karens. You need to save the people who are actually the problems of the world, the old me. Those are the people who need saving. And
Those fucking pants need saving because your knees bulging out the rip in them. Okay? What needs saving is fucking that black dude that's right next to you that fucking leaned back because he's like, man, this crazy white man keeps standing up and standing down. What needs saving, right, is any type. I mean, look at him right there. Let's blow this up. Any semblance of being intelligent. Nothing he's saying right there makes any sense. The only person that could save you is yourself. Not listening to some fucking dude tear you down and call you fat and sloppy and gay slurs. He's not what's going to save you. If anything, he's going to mess you up even more. If you have bad self-esteem, most of these people that are going to him want to change their lifestyle, think that he's the guru of everything, right? Let me tell you right now, this Vato is the Joel Osteen of fucking bullshit, okay?
those are the materialistic people. So you need to show those people there's a new route to make.
Oh no, you're not materialistic. You just talked about rims, $55,000, all these materialistic things, these riches of the world. Nah. Now you want to say they're materialistic people.
Money, building your personal brand, teaching people how to really gain control of their life, you know?
So you help the materialistic people by giving them more materialism?
There you go. Now he's met his match. Watch how this goes down. This is what I've been waiting for.
Teach them how to do it without committing crimes.
Yeah,
fat boy.
But if
shut
they
up.
weren't,
Why does he constantly go straight to disrespecting this guy's weight? You can't match. Hey, if you can't debate and match wits with someone, what type of man that's been in prison for 10 years, supposedly, allegedly, disrespects people without giving them a chance to talk? Okay, I know a lot of people are saying, Gun, you're going in on Wes. You must feel some type of way. Look at him. Listen to what he's doing. On the yard, in prison, you learn respect. Respect is number one. It's before waking up at 2:45. It's before push-ups. It's before fucking your celly slamming things in your ass or whatever Wes was up to doing. It's beyond that. Respect is key, man. And you could obviously see he didn't learn that.
if they weren't
it's Myron's turn.
focused on
That was a
materialism,
good
why would they
point,
be
and then
focusing
idiot
on
had to
crime?
jump in.
Okay, it's Myron's
Just
turn.
please get this guy a
Well, how
life-size
can,
mirror.
why
that
is it
he
you
can
can
look
take
at.
shots, but if I respond, you get that upset?
Because look at you.
You look at
shouldn't
you.
even be speaking.
You got veins sticking out of your forehead.
That's called
He ain't lying. He does got veins sticking out of his forehead. This is someone who's such a narcissist, Wes Watson, that because this guy is not physically fit and his size, he believes that he could punk this guy. We're going to find out what happens.
the low
You guys,
body
and then we
fat.
can see them because you're bald as can
called
fucking
low.
be. You're tatted from head to toe.
I'm not a bully. I'm not a bully. Right? That fool. This was like Big Boy. Remember when Big Boy argued with Joey Stacks? It's like that. Anytime the guy says anything, Wes Watson equates it to weightlifting, or he's like, I got 5% body fat, right? Like, what does that have to do with anything? You also got 5% brain power, idiot. Come on now, man. The fucking constriction of those tight ass painted on pants are cutting off your blood circulation past that quacked ass neck tat.
Oh, you've been raped in prison. Why talk shit?
well, that's
Why
just
not have a
stupid.
debate?
But dude, why are you talking about rape, bro? No.
Hey, do you notice as soon as he said the word raped, Wes was like, well, that's just stupid. What? Ah. He started to stutter. One never knows, does one, Wes? Message.
No one
Well, you
anything
said you were
sexual.
on the floor and some guy gave you a message.
Yeah, he did say that. He got that message. Look at Wes's face. He's like, man, did I say that? Ding, 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 ding. This ain't Jeopardy, motherfucker. You said it.
Okay. Okay. Come on, man.
You fat little faggot, bro. Seriously.
Wow. Wow. So, because you're a gay person, that means what? You're not equal? You're not intelligent? You're not normal? Come on, Wes. We could agree on a lot of things, but I'm going to disagree with him when I say, wasn't he the one chilling with P. Diddy, who's got some weird allegations? You know, I've always wondered what they were looking at on that phone. Let's see. Let's see if we can look at that. Let's key in on what they were looking at, him and P. Diddy, on that phone. Oh, take that. Take that. These are the type of individuals Wes supposedly was taking off the yard, but he's like, my life is a movie. Oh, he's a P. Diddy protector. He wants to hoop Diddy. Take that. Take that.
Like, should I just smack the dude in front of everyone just for
no,
the whole?
no.
Now he's threatening. Now he's basically trying to tear the guy down in front of everyone, basically saying he's more dominant. Should I just slap him? Knowing damn well he ain't trying to do nothing. None of that. Notice so far he hasn't got up out that chair, though. His shit is glued to that chair.
No.
Because he wouldn't do shit.
All right.
There's the thing about life.
No.
You shouldn't talk shit. You shouldn't back up.
No.
You shouldn't. In all reality, if you ain't willing to do something about it,
If you guys, how
shouldn't
about this?
say
How
it.
about this? How about this?
I won't even address the guy one more time. I won't address him.
The cold part about it is the guy doesn't look intimidated. He's laughing at Wes. Notice that Wes never took a posture or a stance. He's all talk. Look at that vein in the neck bulging out. He really let that guy upset him by speaking real. This is a perfect example of some muscle-bound idiot trying to match wits with a smart guy. It's never gonna it's never gonna work. You can't argue, well, I was in prison and I was doing this and I was waking up at 2:45. You were also using the bathroom when the cops told you to. You were also selling. You were also eating mush every day. You were also on that yard every time a fight kicked off, hitting that fucking ground on your stomach. So come on now, man. Let's keep it real. Why? Because I was doing the exact same things. So I understand that's not what makes you a man. What makes you a man is the guys that are out here working hard and taking care of their family, not the guys that are out here ripped, rare, and rich.
If you guys want to go back and forth, what we could do is instead of name calling, we can have a civil debate on materialism if you guys want. I think the audience would enjoy that more.
Yeah. I made my point. I was just saying my point without even bringing him into it.
If you guys want to have that discussion, I'd be happy to facilitate it.
I made my point. Yeah, your point is that you project your energy on other people. I think you said those homophobic slurs because take that. You're mad at something that happened to you.
I mean, it's kind of an impromptu thing,
There's
but
no
we can do
point.
it.
Why would I want to make a point to some loser like that? That's not anyone I would make a point to.
So-
My people don't look like that.
So you can't debate your worldview?
Dude, look at you, dude.
Yeah,
You don't
what
even
does it have to
fit
do with your worldview?
You don't even fit the world standard of what I even believe in.
Yeah,
bro.
but this
Like-
is why you pit your worldviews against
Dude,
other
you're a-
people.
So the average man, most of us, are not physically fit. We have ailments. We have, things going on. I have diabetes, man. I'm sure a lot of people that are on that panel have things going on, pre-existing conditions, just different things. And if you don't meet the standards that Wes has, then you're not even shouldn't even be in the world. Basically, you're not a man. He ain't gonna sit down and talk to you and listen to you. And all these people that send him money, the majority of them are like this guy in his position, trying to be in that position of Wes. So do you see what he's saying? He doesn't care about you. He doesn't care. He doesn't want to hear nothing you have to say. Just send the money. Because every now and again, there comes a time when you feel hot and you feel bothered. And then you feel hot and bothered. And what Wes wants you to do, he wants you to call me. Don't ask no questions. Like those of you who realize that Brother Wes, he got a brand new house, and Brother Wes, he got a brand new car. You know what Wes says? He says, bitch, don't ask. He says, hey, don't ask. He says, don't ask. No questions. Just keep sending the money.
Bag of trash,
Dude, you
bro.
just keep talking shit, but you literally can't defend your own ideals.
Dude, you haven't even seen my content, what I've done, bro.
Well,
I've done a
that's
lot
why
more than you can
we can
imagine.
have the debate right now.
We weren't gonna. I wasn't gonna go.
We're on Rumble.
Point to.
So-
My people don't look
So
like
you
that.
you can't debate your worldview?
Ooh, let's
Just
skip
keep
ahead.
talking shit, but you literally can't defend your own ideals.
Dude, you haven't even seen my content, what I've done, bro.
Well,
I've done a
that's
lot
why
more than you can
we can
imagine.
have the debate.
Now you notice, I had to go back. You notice how everyone starts clapping? Hey, if you got something to say, argue it out like men or debate it out like men or having a civil conversation. Wes doesn't want to have that because he's already figured out this guy that he can't match wits with him.
Right now.
Yeah, let's go, Wes. Where you at?
Okay, so no more arguments. We can't have any more arguments.
Okay, no more. Okay, you guys should run the place. No more F-bomb, no more
Yeah.
arguments. We
Can't
want it
say
to go
the
on.
F-bomb is the big one.
Yeah,
so we
thank
gotta,
you.
No
we gotta
more
chill with that.
F-bomb.
The F-bomb absolutely is the big one. The big one, you know, that people are still going to say, oh, Wes is good. And he, you know, there's no room in this world, man, for disrespecting gay people or anything. You know, we can clown and have a good time. We talk about P. Diddy, oh, take that. He was, you know, but at the end of the day, that's that man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what that man wants to do. That's what that man wants to do. Now, when you force people into different things that they don't want to do, that's a different story, you know. But this guy, he said the word rape. He said the F word. I mean, and he said a lot of crazy things in that little 2-minute spiel.
Yeah, Wes.
We gotta chill with that.
Yeah, keep it clean, man.
Yeah, for the,
Wes, you're the man. You just got checked. I thought nothing matters to you.
we're not. If we're in Fresh Fit Studio, hey,
Look immediately. I want you guys to look at Wes's posture. The CEO just told him, sell in, bitch. Look at him.
I'd be like,
Yeah,
all right, you know what I
maybe,
mean? But
but now,
you know,
But you guys have seen my content, right? So
Yeah,
you knew
yeah,
I would probably drop 97,000 F-bombs. I actually posted something on my page the other day. It was a 2-minute video of 159 F-bombs on one podcast. So maybe don't invite me if that's a problem.
well, I don't think it's that. It's the word that rhymes with maggot.
Oh, yeah,
That
that's,
one.
that's the
it's my
best
favorite
one.
word too. I know it's my favorite word
Don't
too.
you love that word?
It's my.
Wow. This right here is amazing. Wes, no, look at the veins in the back of his head and the hamburger meat on the back of his neck. He understands, man, that he messed up. And see how red he's got? He's getting checked in front of everyone and full a whole room full of men. And believe me, he doesn't like it.
favorite
I
word.
love it.
I say it all the
Especially
time
when-
too,
No,
and
you
they know.
don't. You don't
They know. But
Where I come from, that's not even a bad word. That's like means something else. You know?
I agree.
Yeah, it means you're selly.
But yeah, so my schedule, guys, it's a little weird. So I wake up, right?
Anyway, so we're gonna leave it at that, man. I truly believe that Wes took the opportunity to basically belittle someone who he couldn't match wits with. And from what I heard, man, Wes did get closer to this guy and have something to say. And this guy let him know straight up, Wes, I ain't the one to fool with. So, anyways, with that being said, man, there's the Fresh and Fit debacle, man, where Wes put his fucking foot in his mouth and a dildo in his ass. And that's just what it is. With that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. Get every single thing that you want coming. And remember, at the end of the day, it's all about the strive to struggle, the struggle to strive. Again, I'm not trying to woof on Wes Watson or disrespect them. I'm not even trying to challenge him. I'm trying to challenge you to realize, see someone for what they are. Okay? A master manipulator. I'm just saying. Thumbs up, thumbs down. The gun. I appreciate you, man. Truly.